Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Victoria. In today's video, I'm going to talk about my failed stationery business and me trying to restart it in 2025. This ain't the first time that I'm trying to do this because every single year, I swear there's always something that's like keeping me down. And so I did a little reflection about what are the main things that really prevented me from being successful at my goals last year and the year before. And so today I'm going to talk to you guys about them and I'm going to break them down. So, first of all, what is my business? So, my business is a stationery business that I started initially to be a stationery scrapbooking business because when I started scrapbooking, there were things and aesthetics that I really wanted, couldn't find, or just, not really my vibe. And so I decided that I wanted to step into the role of design and design my own products and stationery for my scrapbooking hobby. The reason why I say it's a failed business is because I wasn't able to reach my goals of really just staying consistent with creating product and posting them and being consistent on social media. In addition to that, I've been open for a while, but I only have 75 sales or 77 sales according to Etsy. So, the first reason why I was unsuccessful at reaching my goals was that I got distracted. Distracted in the sense that I started seeing people create pretty stickers, notebooks, washi tape, and I thought, oh, I want to make that. And I didn't stick to my plan, which I will mention later that I didn't really have a plan. I got distracted because everybody else was doing it. I wanted to do it. And I was telling myself, oh, this is just trial and error. When I created these products, I feel like you can tell when I really liked enjoying work on them versus when I was just making it just to see, right? Like, we'll see. And so I think that's one reason why I wasn't very successful at pushing my products out because I wasn't passionate about them. Reason number two, I got stuck in the comparison game. As I started to research more and more on trends, just items that a lot of people were using, I started to kind of feel like I had to try and keep up. I had to try and stay relevant. And I think that was just really unrealistic of me as somebody who just started a business. I think one thing that I should have done first was to really think about a product that I was passionate about making and then also could be original. But because I was comparing myself to others, I was trying to do what other people were doing. All my attention was on these other small businesses, great artists and illustrators that have been doing this for a long time. So I was trying to compare my beginning with somebody's middle, and it was just unrealistic. Reason number three is that I did not have a plan. I did not have a plan, and I think this just kind of comes with experience. So I've been doing this thing for like a couple of years now, off and on, part time, because life just gets in the way, and I'm over here like, you know, I'm a mom, and I am a stay at home parent, and you would think I have a lot of time, but I am doing so many things throughout the day that doesn't even have to do with me. It has to do with my kid, with my husband. Maybe I'm going to the gym, but the gym takes so much time out of my day already. And maybe I'm cleaning, I'm taking care of my dogs. And so I really didn't have a plan on execution. Like, okay, I'm going to wake up 8 a.m., I'm going to do this for the business, do this for my kid, do this for my husband, do this for the dogs, clean the house. It was really just winging it. I was winging it because my whole life I've done a lot of things based on my feelings. I feel like doing this, I'm going to do it. If I don't feel like doing it, I'm not going to do it. If I feel like the itch to do something, I know right away, like, oh, I better do it because I'm gonna get so much done. And I don't know if I'm the only one, but I experience this a lot where I get like this boost of energy and I'm like cleaning like crazy. Or like I get this boost of energy like to draw and I'm drawing for hours. And that is something that I struggle with, which brings me to reason number four is disorganization. So I have sort of a system, but I don't as well. And what I mean is that I have like when I draw, when I um print when I all my products. So I do my very best to organize my files in a way on the computer that's very helpful to me, right? But sometimes my journals, I prefer just hand to paper sometimes. And all these ideas that I have, they're not in my computer. And I'm not always in my journal. I'm not always in my computer. So I'm like carrying my laptop, I'm carrying my journal, I'm doing everything at once, and it's just very frustrating to not have a system in place where I can pull up my idea, I can pull up my image right away. Thankfully, technology these days allows us to save everything in a drive, so that's helped a lot. But this time around, I am focusing a lot more on staying organized, a lot of purging of old files maybe I don't want to use or that I don't need to use anymore, and being okay with that. The last reason why my business has failed is because I struggled with work life balance. When I first started this thing, I was working up till like 1, 2 a.m. in the morning. And that's because I'd be cleaning the house in the daytime, taking care of the dogs, and then taking care of my kid, trying to take care of myself, like going to exercise and things like that. And by the time it's done, you'll be surprised at how fast the day goes by because my kid goes to school and comes back in the morning and then comes back around like 3:40, right? So I'm trying to get all of this done in the morning, and then when she's back, it's like I don't feel very comfortable allowing my child to like watch or just to play by herself while I'm doing my business. And maybe that's something that I have to change, or as other people would say, sacrifice. So I'm kind of reevaluating the things that I want to sacrifice because I guess you can say as I've grown older, my priorities have changed a lot. In other words, while I really want to make sure that I can make this thing work, I also want to prioritize the early days of my child and the early days that we could spend. She really wants to spend time with me because I don't think I'm going to get any more time with her as she grows older. She's 8, and so she's going to be a teenager in the blink of an eye, and I really don't want to miss these moments with her. And so that was something that I struggled with last year, where I was trying to make sure that I wasn't overworking myself, that I still was staying connected to my family, and that I wasn't always on my phone because I was. Like, I'm working on social media posts, I'm working on listing, all of that stuff. If you're not on your phone, you're on your computer, and then like researching trends, and it's just so much of it is screen time, and I hated that. That's something that I really hated. So I wanted to find a good balance where I could be present with my family and be present with myself and not have to always look at a screen. And I think that's one of the biggest challenges these days as an entrepreneur is your face is always in the screen, because if you're not marketing, then you're creating, and if you're not creating, then you're researching. And that's kind of a challenge with a one person team, right? You're doing everything. So this year, I really wanted to make sure that I balance that work life balance and try to get a good handle on that. New things always arise every single year, and knowing how to manage that is really important. I want to say that something that I really craved for in the past year or two is a community to talk to about ideas, to bounce ideas back and forth, to just talk business, to just talk brainstorming, to just kind of, like say, hey, what are you guys up to? Because I don't have that. I don't claim to be an expert in this thing. Really, this is just kind of like to document this journey and to kind of encourage those of you who maybe are in the same boat where you had great ideas, but life and your mental health and everything, finances maybe even, got in the way and prevented you from really pursuing this thing. So, this thing I really want to just make happen for me this year. I told myself this year, just this year, be consistent with it this year, see where it takes you. And if it doesn't work, I would be happy to move on. And so this is my 2025 declaration for restarting my business and not giving up. and hopefully you all resonate with this, or hopefully you all want to kind of see where this takes me. So these are the reasons why I think I failed my stationery business, and this year I'm restarting it again with kind of a new reflection, new lens, and we'll see how it goes. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe, make sure you like the video, and I will see you guys in the next one.